In Minneapolis and in Blaine, thousands of athletes and fans and supporters continue to have a very busy week with a Special Olympic USA Games going on. And one of the people cheering them on is an Olympic medalist herself. Minnesota's one and only and huge fan that many of us have been following for years. Suni Lee joins us. Good morning, Suni. So good to finally meet you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you as well.
I have a little bit of a funny story to tell you super quickly. I've talked to your parents in the past, back after you won gold in Tokyo and after the Olympic Games in Paris. And I remember the day, Suni Lee Day in 2021, when you stepped off in MSP, when you came through security and that crush of people were there greeting you. I still think of that every single time
oh my gosh,
I go through the airport. Do you think about that with all your travels?
I think about that all the time, especially I'm in the airport literally every other day. It's crazy, especially coming home to Minnesota because I don't live here anymore. I get such a whiff of emotions because it just takes me back to the time of coming home from the Olympics.
Yeah, I just remember that so vividly. Suni Lee Day, we were all celebrating, so it really is wonderful to finally have this chat with you. Tell me where you're at with everything going on with the Special Olympics right now. Have you had a chance to talk with some of the athletes much yet?
Yes, so I did go to the gymnastics meet yesterday, and then I've met a couple of athletes here today, and it's just been so special. I mean, I've spent a little bit of time with them, and I've got to know them really well, and they're just such special people, and it's really fun to be here for them because I think showing up is what matters the most, and that's just my goal at the end of the day, to show up, represent, and to be here for them.
I'm sure they appreciate that so much, and put into words just, with your Olympic experience, and then now us having the Special Olympic USA Games here in the Metro, and where you were born and raised. What does that mean to you?
It means so much. I think Minnesota is such a great state, and being able to have everybody come together for the Special Olympics is it's such a cool opportunity. I mean, I remember Olympic trials last year, or not last year, sorry, a couple years ago. It was absolutely insane, and it was the most fun I've ever had. So seeing everyone show up at all of the meets has been so cool, and I know the athletes feel so special and important, and it's their time, so it's just really exciting.
Yeah, and tell us more about you've been touring the Healthy Athletes program there at the University of Minnesota. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's been a really cool experience, actually. Sometimes when I've been walking through, I'm wishing that we had this. I think it's really cool that they have a space where they can come here and feel safe and get all of the resources that they need to make sure that their body's feeling good, their minds are feeling good, just before they get ready to go out and compete.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about, they have screenings that are done by United Healthcare. Walk us through, what that entails and why it's so important.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of health screenings, making sure that their bodies feel good, mental health screenings, so talking to people, doing exercises to calm their stress, their nerves, which is actually something that I feel like I needed when I was competing. I mean, I was in there trying out all of the different activities that they had, and it's super helpful. So they're just very lucky to be in such a great space with such amazing people, getting all of the resources that they need, and making sure that their minds, bodies feel good for their competitions, because I know it's probably not easy to be away from home and families, and being in a different environment as well with such high stress. So this is great.
And you, of course, know more than any of us what that is like. I mean, you've been very open about your mental health journey post-winning, and just under unimaginable pressure that I don't think any of us can truly imagine or appreciate. So what kind of advice are you giving these athletes about, making their mental health a priority?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been telling them to breathe, do their exercises, and to trust in their confidence. It's not easy to go out there and compete in front of so many people with such high stress. I remember when I was competing, I definitely have blacked out a couple of times and not remembered what's happened because it's just so stressful in the moment. It's so hard to feel anything else. So I tell them to just take it in and to breathe, and they're going to be okay, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really good friends with a couple of the gymnasts, so I've been telling them to just let loose and have fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure they have lots of questions and are curious your perspective on things. What are some of the most common questions that you're being asked by the athletes?
Just like how I do it. I mean, I've spent the most time with the gymnast, so a lot of it's like, oh, can you do this? And honestly, they've kept me really humble too, so I really love being around them, and it's just been so much fun. But yeah, asking about my mental health, what I do, who I talk to, and how I prepare for a competition, I think those are really important questions, and it's definitely very helpful to them.
Will you be watching some more of the games, or what's your plan from here? I mean, you're home. Like you mentioned, you're not living in Minnesota anymore, but you're home, and imagine you'll get to see some family in St. Paul and spend your time.
Yes, I've actually been traveling around like crazy this entire summer, so I do have a couple of travels after this, but I do plan to keep up on social media to try to watch a couple of the other meets, because I haven't seen some of the athletes that I've wanted to see, and yeah, see my family, spend a lot of time with them.
Is it good to be back in Minnesota during the summertime? I mean, a lot of us love this time of year, being here and just soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. Sorry,
I'm just curious, some of your things that you hope to do while you're back home here in Minnesota in the summertime. What are you looking forward to doing?
Probably just being with my family, spending time on the lake, going shopping, doing all the things. I've been traveling so much, I haven't been able to see my family as much, so I think that's like a really big priority for the rest of the summer.
Awesome. Well, enjoy it. Enjoy yourself and your time here, and it's so good to finally meet you. Suni Lee, we appreciate your time.